Hey guys, welcome back to the Davis Podcast. I hope you're all doing well. This episode, we're going to be covering all things cocaine. If you're a true crackhead like me, smash that subscribe button. Let's go. Crack cocaine, also known simply as crack or rock, is a free base form of cocaine that can be smoked. Crack offers a short, intense high to smokers. Manual or adolescent substances abuse treatment calls it the most addictive form of cocaine. Crack first saw widespread use as a recreational drug in primary impoverished neighborhoods in New York City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Miami. If you're not going to use this fucking recording, Jading, I swear to God. In late 1984 and 85, its rapid increase in use and availability is sometimes termed the crack epidemic. The crack epidemic. In purer forms, crack rock appears as off-white nuggets with jagged edges, with a slightly higher density than candle wax. Purer forms of crack resemble a hard plastic in crystalline form, which is brittle. Like cocaine, in other forms of crack, acts as a local anesthetic, numbing the tongue or mouth only where directly placed. Pure forms of crack will sink into water or melt at the edges when near a flame. The fuck, that sentence makes no sense. Pure form of crack will sink into water or melt at the edges when near a flame. There should be a comma there. Crack vaporizes at 90 degrees Celsius or 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Crack cocaine is sold on the streets, maybe adulterated or cut with other substances, mimicking the appearance of crack cocaine to increase bulk. Use of toxic adulterants such as valomisol, a drug used to treat parasitic worm infections, has been documented. Synthesis, fucking CO2. I think this is the exact fucking thing we learned in Mr. Ward's class, so I'm gonna go on a whim and say that he's definitely concocted his fair share of crack cocaine. Okay, crack cocaine is frequently purchased already in rock form, although it is not uncommon for some of the users to wash up or cook powder cocaine into crack themselves. This process is frequently done with baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, water, and a spoon. Once mixed and heated, the bicarbonate soda reacts with the hydrochloride of the powder cocaine, forming free base cocaine and carbonic acid, or it's H2 and then fucking CO3. In a reversible acid-base reaction, the heating accelerates the disintegration of carbonic acid into carbon dioxide and water. Loss of carbon dioxide prevents the reaction of reverting back to cocaine hydrochloride, which would fucking kill you. Free base cocaine separates as an oily layer floating on top of a now leftover aqueous paste. It is at this point that the oil is picked up rapidly, usually with a pin or long thin object. This pulls the oil up and spins it, allowing the air to set and dry the oil, which allows the maker to roll the oil in a rock-like shape. Crack vaporizes near temperatures 90 degrees, I've already fucking read this, much lower than the cocaine hydrochloride melting point of 90 degrees Celsius, or 374 Fahrenheit, whereas cocaine hydrochloride cannot be smoked, burns with no effect. Crack cocaine, when smoked, allows for quick absorption into the bloodstream and reaches the brain at 8 seconds. Crack cocaine can also be injected what the fuck is that word? Intravenously, with the same effect as powder cocaine. However, whereas powder cocaine dissolves in water, crack must be dissolved. I can't read that line. The fucking blurred out like demon face at the bottom. However, whereas powder cocaine dissolves in water, crack must be dissolved in an acid solution such as lemon juice containing citric acid or white vinegar containing acetic acid. The process that is effectively reverses the original conversion of powder cocaine to crack. Harm reduction or public health agencies may distribute packets of citric acid or absorptic acid, vitamin C, for this purpose. Recreational use. Crack cocaine is often used as a recreational drug. Effects of crack cocaine include euphoria, supreme confidence, loss of appetite, insomnia, alertness, increased energy, craving more cocaine, and It's addiction. Just write addiction. Craving more cocaine and potential paranoia ending after use. Its initial effect is to release a huge amount of dopamine, the brain chemical including things of euphoria. This usually lasts from 5 to 10. This usually lasts from 5 to 10 minutes, after which time dopamine levels in the brain plummet, leaving the user feeling depressed and low. When powder, cocaine, is dissolved and injected, the absorption into the bloodstream is at least as rapid as the absorption of drug that occurs when crack cocaine is smoked, and similar euphoria may be experienced. Adverse effects. Psychological. Holy shit, this is long. Okay. Oh, I've barely scratched the surface. Okay. Psychological. The long-term psychological effects of cocaine include constricted blood vessels, dilated pupils, and increased temperature, heart rate, and blood pressure. Some users of cocaine report feelings of restlessness, irritability, and anxiety. In rare instances, sudden death can occur in the first use of cocaine and unexpected thereafter. Cocaine-related deaths are often the result of cardiac arrest or seizures following the respiratory arrest. Like other forms of cocaine, smoking crack can increase heart rate and blood pressure, leading to long-term cardiovascular problems. Some research suggests that smoking crack or freebase cocaine has additional health risks compared to the other methods of taking cocaine. Many of these issues relate specifically to the release of methane. Many of these issues specifically relate to the release of methylglycoside, which affects the heart, lungs, and liver. Toxic adulterants. Many substances may be taken. May have crack lung. I can't read that. Crack lung. In crack users, the accurate respiratory. Crack lung. In crack lung. In crack users, accurate respiratory symptoms have been reported, sometimes termed crack lung. Symptoms include fever, coughing, blood, and difficulty bleeding. In the 48 period after use, people with these symptoms have also had associated radiographic findings on the X-ray of a fluid in the lungs. That's it. Don't do crack if you are pregnant. Don't smoke tobacco. Independent of other effects such as... don't smoke it independent of alcohol or tobacco or your physical environment. But the official opinion from the National Institute of Drug Abuse of the United States warns about the health risks of cautioning against stereotyping. Many recall that I fucking hate this. Many recall that crack babies or babies born to mothers who use crack cocaine while pregnant are at one time written off by many of a lost generation. They were predicted to suffer from severe, irreversible damage, including reduced intelligence and other social skills. It was later found that it was a gross exaggeration. However, in fact, most of these children appear normal, should not be interpreted as including this has caused no effect for concern. Using sophisticated technology, scientists are now finding that the exposure to cocaine during fetal development may lead to subtle yet significant later what the fuck does that word say? Later defects in some children, including defects in some aspects of cognitive performance, information processing, attention to tasks, abilities that are important for success in school. That's all for episode 1 of the Ned Davis podcast. Smash that subscribe button and have a good one. Bye.